Oh. Oh. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Sri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam. Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om everybody and welcome to today's session. I request Swamiji to take the class from here. Bhavna, please pin up Swamiji and put spotlight on Swamiji's video for everyone.
Yes, sir.
Just 1 second more, Swamiji. Yeah, we are ready to start.
Yeah, give me also 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Swamiji, we cannot.
Om Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadi Hetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Sri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. So, Bhagavan speaking that, this Maya, we were discussing about all the beings are deluded. Right? So Bhagavan very said that deluded by Triguණamayi Maya. And but those who approach me will be liberated. I will take care of them. Mamevaye prapajyante mayam etam tarantite. But such a simple one, why don't people worship you? Then Bhagavan said, Duskritinaha Mudaha Naradhamaha na prapajyante. Mam na prapajyante. Mudaha, deluded ones, Naradhamaha, Naranam Adhamaha, the lower ones. And Duskritanaha, those who are leading a wrong way of life. Mayaya Apahrtagnanaha, the one whose wisdom has been looted by the Maya, deprived of knowledge. All such people, Asuram Bhavamashirtaha, who have taken the support or shelter of Asuric Sampada, Asura Sampada. All of them do not come to me. They don't even get a thought. They don't even get a thought that, there's a Lord is there, we can turn towards him. Guru is there, we can turn towards him. No. We try to explore various available options in this world. Wrong methods also we explore to solve our problems. But somehow we don't have that kind of a faith that Paramatma is all-pervading, is everywhere. I can appeal to him. Somehow that thought doesn't get into our heads. Okay. So, then who approaches? These fellows don't approach. Duskritanaha, Naradhamaha, Moodaha, Asuram Bhavamashirtaha, Apaharta, Mayaya, Apartagnanaha. All these fellows don't approach me. But who will approach me? There are some people who approach me. But they approach me for different purposes. Who are they? Very beautiful Shloka, 16th verse. Chaturvidha bhajante mam.
Chaturvidha bhajante mam.
Jana sukritinarjuna.
Jana sukritinarjuna.
Arto jignasurartharthi.
Arto jignasurartharthi.
Jnani cha bharatarshabha.
Jnani cha bharatarshabha.
Chaturvidha bhajante mam. Jana sukritinarjuna. Arto jignasurartharthi. Jnani cha bharatarshabha. Now, there are 4 types of people among all those who approach me. Listen very carefully. Very attentively listen. Please attentively listen. All those who approach me, they are classified into 4 types of people. 4 types. Right? All of them approach me only. And I welcome them all. I welcome them all. Why? See, whatever type we belong to, that we will discuss now. The very fact that we are turning towards Lord, praying to him, appealing to him to solve our problems in life, shows that there is a tremendous amount of faith in the individual, whichever type you belong to. There is a faith in that person that Paramatma exists and Paramatma is all capable to solve my problems. And Paramatma listens to me. So these are the fundamental thoughts I accept. And therefore I approach the Lord. He is all capable, he is all pervading, he is listening to me. That fundamental faith is required. Otherwise, I cannot approach Lord. And from Lord's standpoint of view, Lord says, I'm happy. First come to me. Doesn't matter what you ask. But you are asking me, no? See, if you see the entire Puranic literature, all the Rakshasas, they had very funny desires, sometimes awkward desires. Sometimes, those desires are not dharmic also. But these fellows turn towards Lord only. They know my desire can be fulfilled only by the Lord. They accepted that there is all Lord, all pervading, all powerful. He can only give me the result what I wanted. So they all went to tapasya, all Rakshasas also. See the beauty. And we find whatever they were asked, Bhagavan also gave. You take Hiranyakshi, Hiranyakashipa, Ravana, you take Kumbhakar, whoever has done tapasya for the Lord. And whatever they asked, Lord said, okay, granted. But the beauty is, when Lord granted their Bhasmasura, you ask, that boon was given by Shiva. Then he wanted to test that boon, whether it works or not, only by keeping his hand on Shiva, because his boon was what? Whoever I place my hand on, they should be burnt. Immediately ashes, turned into ashes. Given. But then, beauty, Lord is happy with them because he is asking me, first one. Oh, but whatever they asked, but Lord gave, is it not a problem for the world? Yes, but he also decided to protect the world from them. From those Rakshasas. He took incarnations. Or he would send some saints and sages. Number 2. Number 3 is, even though their desires are fulfilled, Rakshasas, because they came to Lord and Lord fulfilled them. Ultimately, when they found out that, the boon was given, then Lord will come again in another form to kill him. But all those who were killed by Lord got moksha. So, advantage of asking the Lord, whatever our stupid desires are, not only our desires get fulfilled, if not in this life, next life. The desire is strong, Lord says, okay, you are coming to me, I'll fulfill it. But I'll purify you. I will bring you out of the desire eventually. Like a true doctor, when you go to a true doctor. A doctor says, oh, for your good, I'm telling, you came to me, I'm happy. But actually, we don't need any medicine. Sometimes for some cases, they say, you don't need any medicines. In this case, don't worry, I'm not prescribing any medicine. No supplement is required. Just take regular food, proper food, wholesome food. That is the guidance they give. So you came to me, no? So I protect you. By granting the boon, but again, saving the world from the effects of that, plus I will destroy you, plus I will liberate you. So Lord says, आपके पास जो भी इच्छाएं हैं, आके यदि पूछना है दुनिया से किसी और व्यक्ति के पास पूछने से बजाय आप मेरे पास आ जाइए, मुझसे पूछिएगा, आपको जो कुछ भी चाहिए प्रदान करता हूं मैं आपको. Not only I grant you, I protect you also. And I will refine you. Your desires will be refined. Ultimately, you will be slowly turned towards higher and higher stages of evolution. The advantage of coming to me. So this is a fundamental important fact that we should remember. So now, this is a basic asset. So good, and don't again criticize. People criticize, oh, kya fayda, Bhagwan ke paas jaake aise cheeze maang rahe. Who the hell are you to talk about it? When Lord Krishna approved them. People come and tell me also, Swami ji, ऐसे ऐसे लोग पूछते हैं मंदिर जाके बेहो. अरे, who are you to certify them? Mind your own business. है वो एक खूबसूरत लड़की के मांग रहा है, ना तो घर के लिए मांग रहा था, वो लड़के के लिए मांग रहा था, बेकार में तपस्या वेस्ट कर रहे हैं. You don't, you as if you are a ज्ञानी, you don't give your piece of advice to others. They wanted it, their desires are very strong. Okay, doesn't matter. घर चाहिए, गाड़ी चाहिए, पैसा चाहिए, कीर्ति चाहिए, doesn't matter. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, you want it, okay. Okay, but then he is asking righteous means, dharma viruddho bhuteshu. At least he is asking the Lord, no? He may be sometimes adharmic desire also. But God says he is going and asking the Lord, na? Somebody may ask wealth, doesn't matter. There is nothing wrong in asking the Lord. Because he has got that Bhagavan is so kind enough that मेरे पास बच्चा आ गया, उसको मैं सुधार के रखता हूँ. I'll purify him. How many people have transformed coming to Gurudev? They used to come to Gurudev only for some kind of logical answers or some kind of discussions, or they would look up to him as an intellectual, as a somebody who can really entertain their ideas and thoughts. Some people would come them to that such great Gurudev and all. But eventually they got transformed. मैं तो धंधा करने गया था आश्रम में, स्वामी जी का प्रवचन सुनना पड़ता था, बाद में स्वामी जी से मिलता था, धंधे के लिए कुछ सप्लाई करना था. वो सुनते सत्संग सुनते मैं भी सुधर गया हूं. They come in under whatever pretext we go to teacher. The pretext doesn't matter. Going to a teacher, going to the temple to pray to the Lord will purify. It is his job. So never ever criticize anybody going to temple and asking for anything. ठीक है? और किसी से आपसे तो नहीं मांग रहे हैं ना, भगवान से तो मांग रहे हैं ना. यदि कोई आपके पास आके पैसा मांगता है तो फिर आप सोच सकते हैं मेरे पास आके पैसा मांग रहा है, वो भगवान के साथ मांग रहा है. जो भी मांगना है भगवान के साथ मांगो. इसलिए our शास्त्र व्रतम से also, you want a good wife, do this व्रतम, a good husband, do this व्रतम, a good house, do this व्रतम, name चाहिए ये करो, fame चाहिए, everything is given. भगवान से पूछो. So this is the fundamental foundation which I wanted to lay. So do you have no business to criticize. Okay, number one. Number two, the second we'll enter into Chaturvidaha Mam Bhajante. There are 4 types of people who worship me. So among the worshippers, there are 4 kinds of people who come and approach me. And I welcome all of them. I don't have any complaint. I don't have any objection. All are welcome to my home, to my temple, to me. Bhajante, bhaja, worship. They worship me. And see, remember, Janaha, all of them are Sukkritinaha. See, very beautiful thing. They are called Sukkritinaha, virtuous people. For whatever you ask, that way, for whatever reason you go, Bhagavan says, all the 4 types of desire people come to me, they're all virtuous. Sukritinaha. वो पैसा मांगने वाला है, घर मांगने वाला है, संपत्ति मांगने वाला है, कीर्ति मांगने वाला है, वो ऐसा कैसे सुकृति क्या हो सकता है? बेकार चीजें मांग रहे हैं. नहीं, he is a सुकृति. Why? Having come to me, he has decided to come to me. He is Sukriti only, not Dushkritinaha. Dushkritano Mudaha Prapajante Naradamaha Na Prapajante Mam. Asuram Bham Asritaha Maya Apahrita Jnanaha. They are Dushkritinaha. These people, they come to me, they are Sukritinaha. They have done some good actions in the past. They are already good people. They are virtuous people. Therefore, they came to me. Beautiful, isn't it? All the 4 are Sukritinaha. Hey Arjuna, this is to be understood. So when Bhagavan says, whoever comes to me, they are Sukritinaha, they are good people, virtuous people, who are we to criticize them? Think about it. Are you thinking? इसका मतलब क्या है? जो मांगना है बेशर्म मांगो. किससे मांगना है? भगवान से. What are they? 4 types are artha, jignasu, artharthi, jnani. 4 types. Artha, jignasu, artharthi, jnani. Now, this very important is, I just want to read one paragraph from Gurudev's Gita commentary. How beautiful. Just wanted to read it. Whether they seek their consolations in their moments of distress, or whether they are mere seekers of satisfaction for the demands of their body, or for the urges of their mind, or for the questions of their intellect, or whether they be mere men of desires, striving hard to fulfill their desires or to satisfy their emotions. All kinds of people. They all need the energy to function, the capacity to feel, and the ability to act. Think about it. Energy to function, the capacity to feel, and the ability to act. In that direction, desire is there. See, भगवान क्या करता है? It's I desired. Oh, I desired. ठीक है, तो डिजायर किया, दे दिया. ऐसा नहीं होता है. You see any desire, any तपस्या, मैं राक्षसा ले लो और ऋषि ले लीजिए आप. Either राक्षसा or ऋषि. Whatever desire, they had to do perform tapasya. Desire is there. I went to Lord with the desire. Lord says, okay, whether it is the demands of flesh, as Gurudev said, urges of their mind, or questions of the intellect, whatever it is, desires are there. You go to the Lord. But Lord says, what does the Lord say? You go to Lord, and immediately Lord will not sanction the desire. No, you have to work for it, isn't it? You have to do tapasya for it. Now, what do you mean by tapasya? जैसे कि एक पुराण में आता है, some thousands of years he did tapasya, hundreds of years he did tapasya with desire. So now, the moment we go to God with whatever desire, it is stupid desire, third-rate desire, body level desire, doesn't matter. God says, okay, my dear, I will make that desire transform itself into the result. Right? Eventually, maybe in time, sometimes in life, this life or next life, doesn't matter. How you is required, no longevity is required. No? So it doesn't matter. I'll fulfill it. But what I do? I, very beautiful, no? Energize the desire. I energize you also, so that you will have enough strength to act in such a way so as to realize your desire. Desire is there. I need to strengthen, no? I need action is required. Work is to be done. She will give me enough thoughts. So beautiful. So they all need the energy to function, the capacity to feel, and the ability to act. So the desire is converted into the result, whatever you went for that. Okay, now next point. Very beautiful, important. This dynamic motive power can reach the inert matter and vitalize it only when the spirit is invoked and contacted. Where we get that energy, empowerment, the supply of energy, thoughts, direction, dynamism, all those things which are required to convert that simple desire into a fruit. And through a process, in time. All that is supplied by what? Energy is invoked by the contact with the spirit. So, now listen. Each desire has to receive at a particular amount, a type of energy is required, isn't it? So to meditate, one type of energy is required. Sattvic energy is required. To do vigorous activity in the world outside, Rajasic energy is required. Or Muchukunda asked Bhagavan, I wanted to sleep, I'm very tired now. We said, okay, you sleep. Uninterruptedly, you sleep. That required, some kind of Tamoguna has to activate. He activated for a long time. And Lakshmanji to keep awake himself for 14 years without sleep. He needs some kind of energy for that. So different desires need different streams of energy. Not one type of energy for everything. Or various combinations of sattva, rajas, tamo gunas, mixture. Proportion. I'm dwelling a lot of time on this shloka. So, what kind of energy is required? The God knows. The Lord knows what kind of energy to supply us. For what kind of desire? So Gurudev says, this invocation of the required type of energy to flow into a particular channel and act therein is called prayer. This invocation is a prayer to attract a particular stream of energy which will have enough capacity which is required to transform that particular desire of mine into an action, through action into a fruit. This is called prayer. Hanumanji prayed to Bhagavan Ram to fly. He got the energy to fly entire Lanka over the ocean, Samudra, and reach Lanka. For these great avadhanis are there in Andhra, Ashtavadhanam, Shatavadhanam, Sahasravadhanam. You must see that. There is no other state that has capacity there. What? 100 people, Pandits will come. Pandits, learned people, not you and I. Pandits, well-learned people. One Mukhya, that Shata Avadhani will sit there. And 100 people will ask 100 questions. And all from literature. All from various subjects, various things. That too they ask in Shloka form or prose form or poetry form. And he has to listen all 100 questions continuously. Right, one by one. And in between, Arbhaka will come, waste Pruchaka. The useless fellow will come, wanted to disturb the Avadhani's thought flow. So he will listen first 100, 1, 2, 3, 400. He will listen. He used to listen all the questions. Compose answers in the form of poems. Then and there, mentally, no book, no computer. Compose the answers in the form of poems, poetry, which they compose the poem inside. And they have to answer in the same sequence. All 100 questions are asked first. The same sequence they have to be answered in the poetry form. You have to compose the poem inside, and they should the questioner should satisfy. This is called avadhanam. There is 100 people. There is Sahasravadhanis also are there in Andhra right now. Who 1,000 people used to ask, for Pandits were called, they would ask some questions, 1,000 questions are remembered, and 1,000 poems they compose then and there. It will take 3-4 days, 1 week, like that, avadhanam. And for that energy, that special, they invoke. Who? Saraswati Maya they invoke. Saraswati Pasakas they invoke. Ishtadevata, Saraswati Maya. That too all, then and there, by composing a prayer, composing a shloka, either in Telugu or Sanskrit. For that, what kind of energy is required? Oh, I'm taken a vow. today I'll be on fasting. Morning till evening, I will not drink any, I will not eat food, anything except water. Oh, we need that special type of energy to sustain the whole day, to hold the thought in the mind. That energy is different. So I can invoke that energy from the Lord. So in all true prayers, the ego surrenders itself to the spirit with a demand. So with a demand to its Lord to manifest and function in any given scheme of activity. This demand is called prayer. अब हम लोग ना एक बार अमन, इट्स अ ह्यूज टास्क. ये गुरुदेव का व्याख्यान जो है, commentaries on Geeta and Upanishads, line by line, which we study in study groups, but with the help of a well-learned person. If he can spend, and plus who can unravel the hidden mysteries of that in the Gurudev's commentary. You get tremendous clarity. So prayer is not a blind thing going there and then something. No, it's not like that. You are invoking a stream of energy into you. Think. This is prayer. So 4 types of people are there. They invoke the Lord. I already told you so many points. If required, you can listen to this talk again. So systematically. Now, so what's the first one? Artha. Artha. Artha means distrusted man. He needs to invoke a special type of energy from the Lord. A stream of blessing. Blessing means energy. Blessings will come. I am in distrust. And what kind of distrust it is? And that a particular energy Lord will send you. Artha. And all of us are distressed sometime or the other. Yesterday I was coming from Dharamshala, Siddhabadi, by flight. And since 2 days, day before yesterday morning or afternoon, heavy rain in that Himalayan region. Heavy rains, cloudy. Morning flight, and it has to come from Delhi and then come back. So I thought the night at the heavy lashing, at least morning the sky will be clear. No, yesterday morning also continuous raining, heavy raining. Then I got a message, flight delayed by half an hour. Then after half an hour, another message, delayed by 1.5 hours. Then another message, delayed by 2 hours. Then another message, delayed by 2 hours, 55 minutes. I said, morning. I was a little distressed. I have to reach here. I have talked today now. The another meeting was there yesterday evening. I was not panic. Ishwar to karte hai, little, but so I just asked Gurudev and masters, Baba, thoda to kuch aasman khula kar dijiye. जाना है मुझे, वहां पे के काम करना है. मैं तो आज सो जाऊंगा, यहाँ पे खाना मिल जाएगा आश्रम में. We are 3 of us in that flight. We just morning, and I could go to Aarti in the morning also. Otherwise, I would have missed Aarti in Siddhavadi ashram. So I met, because flight delayed, I went to Aarti, morning Aarti. I prayed to God. Somehow by 7:45 we left, but it left at 10:45 flight, doesn't matter. But the question is, that time sky was fully cleared ho gaya hai, धूप आ गया है, and फटाफट 2-3 flights landed. Though 3 hours late my flight was, doesn't matter, 2 or 15 minutes, but then it took off very well. And they said Delhi also lashing rains and water logging in the news. Delhi में भी लगा हुआ था, but Delhi में भी clear हो गया afternoon. By the time we landed, everything is cleared. Beautiful. And 10:45. Again, 1 o'clock, there's another flight. 3 more people were supposed to come. After we left, I believe, again, weather changed, bad weather, and flights were cancelled. They were in panic yesterday. How to reach? They had to go to South India somewhere. All connecting flights, everything gone. So that time, yesterday, my prayer was what? Arey Baba, thoda kuch khula kar do. खोल देना आसमान, बादलों को छोड़ा. So as if they have heard our prayers, cleared path sky for some time, again they covered and the whole day it was raining. So for that, a type of energy is required. So distress, everybody is distressed in something or the other way. Panic is different. Don't get panicked. We're a little distressed. Yes, little child. I have to attend to it. No, I have to attend to the problem. A doctor, patient comes. A little doctor may be distressed. Oh, how to save this patient at this time now? So I can invoke the Lord. What kind of energy? That kind of, some kind of energy, some kind of form which is required to trigger a particular idea. That energy is pumped into me. Think. Then I get a brilliant idea to save the patient. I am also surprised. पता नहीं कैसे आइडिया है, मेरे को बढ़िया सा आइडिया आया है. हाँ, कहाँ से आया? आया माने कहाँ से आया? Why I got an idea? From where? Did you create that idea? No. It's the Lord supplied. You invoked, the Lord supplied. So artaha means everybody, sometime or the other, we are all distressed. Having said, I'm going in depth now. Having said this, now what to call a situation as a distress situation, under distress I am, depends upon the stability and the evolution of the individual. Oh, खाने में प्याज नहीं मिला, I am distressed. I could not get onion in the vegetable, I am distressed. I couldn't get roti, I am distressed. North Indians in South India. और साउथ इंडियन से नॉर्थ इंडिया, आई कैनॉट ईट रोटी, रोटी से मिलता है. आंध्रा का चावल, चेन्नई का चावल नहीं मिलता है यहाँ पे. In some place we used to go for attending camps and there is no dahi there. Concept of dahi was है ही नहीं. बोलते स्वामी जी, बोलते वहां पे कौन स्वामी जी यहाँ पे, I mean मेव डाल यू नहीं, नो दही यार मिलता ही नहीं, क्या करें? We can't get it. That's it. Distress. No. So what situation you call it as a distress depends upon your evolutionary growth. But there's no harm in invoking the Lord for any kind of distress. But small things, I say, I don't need to disturb the Lord. I think small things, I can bear it. Bhagavan Krishna gave teaching. Sukha dukkhe samay krutva labha labho jaya jayo. Agama payano anityaha tantitikshasva bharata. Mahatra sparshastra. All those slokas I remember. Okay, I will try to implement it. And what is the perfect examples of artha? Draupadi was in artha, really distressed. Draupadi. See, imagine you put yourself in Draupadi's position, whether you're a man or a male, female, doesn't matter. In a huge congregation, you are being disrobed. What a kind of a thing in Sabha, Bhari Sabha. There also slokas when she invoked, oh Dwaraka Natha, oh Mathura Natha, when she asked it, Bhagavan Krishna not respond. He has to come from Dwaraka. And ultimately she recognized third sloka, she prayed, oh Antarvasi Paramatma, and the one who is within my heart, immediately responded. Very close, no? So she was distressed. Gajendra Moksha. The crocodile holding the feet of the elephant. Bhagavad story will come. Gajendra just appealed. Elephant appealed to Lord Vishnu. Bhagavan came. It's sometimes Chaturmukha Brahmaji is under distress. Think. Devatas were in distress when Asuras are attacking Indra and all. They all went to approach Lord only. That particular stream of energy was sent by Lord so that they desire whatever it is, either desire to protect themselves from Rakshasas or to kill Rakshasas or whatever it is. To protection energy is different. Attacking energy and killing other bad elements, you need another energy for that. Artanada. And there is no harm. When in distress, appeal to Lord. Bhagavan says, come to me. I will take care of you. Second one is what? Jignasu. Jignasu means what? Jignasa means, very seeker of knowledge. Jignasa is, the thirst to know. Jignasa. Thirst to know. Always thirst to know. Knowledge. I want this. I want to know that. I want to know this. Who has got that jignasa? Uddhavji has got that jignasa. Uddhav. I want to know from the Lord. And then he was sent to gopis. Go and meet gopis there to gain. He went to gopis. He came to Mathura. Vrindavan. To meet gopis from Mathura. He went for Krishna, sent for a few days. He was spending time there only continuously. He forgot Bhagavan Krishna also, looking at the devotion of gopis. What a sweet souls they were. What is Jignasa? He was inquiring how to know about Krishna. Tell me more about it. And then he was transported when they shared their experiences with Bhagavan Krishna. Krishna sent him only actually to make him know how great the gopis are. Uddhav said, please place your mind on Bhagavan Krishna. Bhagavan Krishna के ऊपर अपना मन रखो. आधाय रखो भगवान को. बोले, how many minds we have? We asked him. How many minds we have? We had only one mind that is fully given to Bhagavan Krishna. और हमारे पास और कोई है मन ना ही 10-20. We don't know anything else. Whatever you are, please stay focused on what I'm going to teach. Please listen. How can I listen? Attentively listen. Where? How can we listen attentively? Whatever we had our mind to pay attention, already devoted to Krishna only. और हम तुमसे सुनने के लिए, सीखने के लिए हमारे पास मन ही नहीं है. So Uddhav was very curious to know and learn from them. Jignasa. Think. Artharthi, wealth. You and I also are artharthi only. By the end of the day, what we need, we only count notes. आज कितना कमाया, महीने भर में कितना कमाया, साल भर में कितना जमाया. All my properties are multiplying, wealth is multiplying, bank balance is increasing, investments are growing, share market shares are purchased, and then good shares are purchased, their value also increasing. Investing in shares, investing there. And so many people today, majority of us on humanity, they want wealth. First wealth. Artharthi. So every dukan will have Lakshmi photo. Every Deepavali we will do Lakshmi Puja. Every day Lakshmi ji ki aarati. Who are Artharthi? Dhruva. Dhruvaji went for tapasya only to get that Trailokya Adipatya. Meaning Adipatyam. I want that rule. I was thrown out by my stepmother. And after seeing Bhagavan Krishna, Dhruvaji's idea changed. He said, I want moksha. Bhagavan said, but this was not the thought with which you started tapasya. You started tapasya for wealth, for kingdom, for prosperity. So, you will come to me, first experience and enjoy all this bhoga. And I'll give such a position, Dhruvapadam. Enjoy. Dhruvapadam. The Dhruva did that. So these 4 types. 3 I told you. Artaha, Jignasu. And our jignasa is for third-rate cheap things. We have jignasa. Thirst to know. क्या दूसरों का बैंक बैलेंस कितना है, दूसरों के घर में क्या हो रहा है. Maybe unwanted jignasa, not for Bhagwan or knowledge and all that. We are jignasa for knowledge only, but laukika jignasa also is there. Desire, itch to know everything. Very horrible disease it is. One bank employee told me about some other employee of his own bank. So that fellow, it seems he opens accounts of all, because they can see all accounts, bank fellows. So they can see that fellow's hobby is he opens accounts of all other staff members. बैठे देखते हैं सबको अकाउंट्स का, और किसमें किसके बैलेंस, कितने बैंक, किसके बैंक में कितना अकाउंट में कितना बैलेंस है, who has got how much a balance, उसे देखता रहता है. He is very curious to know how much he is saving and all that. So after listening, then I told, so those people who work in a particular bank, they should not have their own account of material saving account. It should be put to another bank. You can have an account there, but otherwise, if your own people will know how much you are saving and how much your deposits and how much this and all that. But एक गंदी बीमारी, क्या है बीमारी, दूसरों के क्या हो रहा है, अकाउंट में कितना है. This kind of unwanted things, we wanted to know everything. What is happening in neighbor's house? That is not jignasa. That is a cheap mentality. Here, desire to know, Uddhavji. These 3. 4th one is Jnani, wise man. Jnani. And Jnani wants what? Jnani doesn't want anything. Knowledgeable man, Jnani is example, Sanat Kumara, Sanaka Sanandanadi. They went to Lord Shiva, Dakshinamurti. Like Shiva appeared from Dakshinamurti under a tree. Sat under the tree and taught. Maunam Vyakhya Prakatita Para Brahma Tattvam Yuvanam Varshishtante Vasadrushiganai Avrutam Brahmanishtai Acharyendram Karakalita Chinmudram Ananda Rupam Swatma Ramam Mudita Vadanam Dakshina Murti Chitram Vadataror Mule Vruddha Sishya Gurur Yuva Gurostu Maunam Vyakhyanam Sishyastu Chinna Samshaya. Shiva kept quiet, Dakshinamurti silent. And from silence, he is sending from his heart certain streams of blessings, grace, energies. They just go into the disciples, students' hearts. And without even opening his mouth, these things, blessings, grace, clarified all the doubts and dissolved. Chinna samshaya, all doubts were cut asunder, thrown out, dissolved, in fact. He did not open, they did not ask him. They asked, but he kept maunam, like Ramana Maharshi. Mostly, many times he replied only through maunam. Gurudev also, many times he used to reply through maunam. By look is enough. That look had clarified many doubts. So, the Sanat Kumar, etc. One is, they also went to, in Bhagavatam, they went to Brahmaji. In Hamsa Geeta, we studied recently in Noida. Hamsa Geeta. They went and asked him. ब्रह्मा जी से पूछा है. How to separate and withdraw the mind from sense objects, because they were very technical question they were asked. So they are all real jnanis. They want only that pure knowledge. So therefore, artha jignasu artharthi jnani. Now, somebody was asking a question also. To which category people like us belong to? Right? I'll read the question so that you can. Somebody messaged me. So they said, where do people like me who are learning Geeta and having a desire to get moksha after death get categorized? You know, we should not aspire moksha after death, first of all. We should be Jivan Mukta. While living alone, we can be liberated. That's okay. That's part of the different. Where do we get categorized? Now see, we are not coming under any particular category. We are oscillating between all the categories. Sometimes distressed, sometimes we want to request wealth, artha, sometimes we are jignasi, like during classes, we become jignasus. Oh, I want to learn Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads. Okay. Interesting. Same class, all over the problem has come. We become lazy, hot. Same class, if you want to conduct in Noida Ashram, people don't want to come. Apathy, what you call COVID-induced apathy. You see, I'm seeing it, even including our own mission centers and everywhere. COVID-induced apathy. So there are, we can say, semi-jignasus. घर पे बैठे बैठे हाँ लेट के भी सुन सकते हैं, सो के भी सुन सकते हैं, पकौड़े खा सकते भी, खा के सुन सकते हैं, चाय भी पी सकते हैं. They, you are not jignasu at all. Mind, divided mind. Hey, guru sitting there in front of physical, you cannot do all this natak. Cup of coffee, late gaya, so gaya. And the guru stares into your eyes, and you have to look into the guru's eyes also. This energy flow of energy takes place in between them. But we want comfortable jnanam without any effort. A local teacher available? No, we don't want to go. So local people also, they don't want to go. So do we come under, are we serious jignasus? Yes, partially, sometimes jignasus we are. Distressed almost all the time. Jignasu. Artharthi, oh, that is the purpose of life. Jnani, when we are kicked by the world, for a few seconds, the jnani flashes in us. Jnanam. Oh, Baikara, Vairagya flashes in us. Smashana Vairagya, Prasuti Vairagya. When everybody turned against you, then you develop Vairagya for maybe half an hour, 10 minutes. So we are actually oscillating. We can't be particularly categorized as to this category. Right? And next Shloka speaks about Jnanam. So when we understand this, that we are not particularly we are oscillating. Because our karma, I'm not criticizing, my dear all. I'm not criticizing you all. But understand your own mind, how it is functioning. It's your mind, your life, your evolution. My mind, my problem, my evolution, my challenges, my frustrations, my sufferings, my limitations, my anxieties, my distress. I know it. As Swami Chidurupananda, I know what the problems are. It's okay. So, but then We cannot call ourselves, oh, I'm a jnani, I'm a arthardi. We cannot. When paisa bahut aa gaya, you are seeking wealth. You are running after the wealth. Suddenly some problem came. Immediately some portion of the wealth is taken and put in Balaji, Hundi, Tirupati Balaji. Jai Bhagwan, Govindo, Govinda. चलो शेयर होल्डर बना दिया, 50,000 आपको दे देंगे, मेरे 10 लाख बचा के रखना. Why become artharthi? When problem came, we are in distress. Artha, what do you call artharthi to artha ban gaye artha. We are in trouble now. See how shifted, no? Artharthi to artha. And अर्थ में हो गया, देन थोड़ा सा डिस्ट्रेस में कोई ज्ञान कोई मिल गया, कोई किसी को फोन किया, थोड़ा ज्ञान दिया आपको, ऐसा फिर why do you do all kinds of things in business? Why don't you be very straightforward or something? Why should you do that kind of little long route? इतना अच्छे से कर रहे हो, अरे भैया 5 लाख के धंधा के लिए तुम ऐसा क्यों किया है, अब देखो कितना मुश्किल में पड़ गए हो, थोड़ा ज्ञान देगा, अब थोड़ा वैराग्य आता है. हाँ, कभी कभी गीता तो सुनना चाहिए मुझे, जिज्ञासु. So we are oscillating. Our life is constantly oscillating. ठीक है, my dear all. With all love only, I'm telling you. I know business to criticize anybody. You are all suffering. You are all suffering. You are all enjoying life. I am suffering, and I'm also enjoying in some places. But it's my life, no? My life. I must say. Sometimes physically, sometimes mentally. All our challenges are there. So I am sometimes artha, jignasu, artharthi. Sometimes we need a big activity we have to do. I need wealth to organize this. I also ask so many people, yeah, paisa do, kuch kaam karna hai idhar. Some may criticize, oh, baar baar puछते हैं. It's a part of the game of life. Some say we will not give. Some keep quiet. But I say I am an authorized beggar for his work. गुरुजी बोलते हैं, भाई मैं तो पूछते रहता हूँ, आपको देना या ना देना है आपकी इच्छा है. Tejaman used to say, Gurudev, Guruji. Guruji also used to appeal for funds for so much of work that society is doing it. Every NGO has to appeal, every spiritual organization has to appeal. आपको देना या ना देना है आपकी इच्छा है. But I said I cannot take away the right of others in appealing to you all. That is their right to ask. And your decision is final. So they are also in distress, is it not? Artha, sorry. Because of artha, lack of wealth, sometimes they are in distress. Alarm bells ringing. मैं कल तक इतना पैसा चाहिए, कैसे करना है, उसको करना है. It's a challenge. Life is like that. We have gone through all those experiences. And we are going through also. All of us are going through all kinds of things. But eventually, we have to settle ourselves in jnani. So I want nothing other than Paramatma. So one more important point. See, in the last shloka, there are things Mudhaha, Naradhamaha, Mayaya Pahurtajnanaha, Asuram Bhavam Ashritaha. 4 things are mentioned, no? In 15th shloka, right? They're quite opposite in compared to this shloka, 16th. See, Mudaha and Artha, these two are opposites. Mudha, deluded. Deluded one will not go to press a distress button also for the Lord, to seek attention of the Lord. Mudha. कोई कह भी दे तो परम मूर्ख है, तो भगवान को विश्वास नहीं रखता. Deluded man. So deluded and artha are opposite. Naradhamaha, adhama, naradhamaha. They don't want to know anything. And jignasu want to know everything. They're opposites. Then mayaya apahrita jnanaha, deprived of knowledge. I mean, the maya, all the basic thing. And artharthi, they're opposites. And asuram bhavam and jnani, they're opposites. We can explain about it in detail. Doesn't matter, but this is enough. So actually, naradhamatu, men duskrutanoha, pa mudhaha, duskrutanaha, and sorry, mudaha, Naradhamaha, Asuram, Bhavamasadha, Maya. From that stage to, we must slowly evolve, categorize into many, all a mixture, oscillating. Either we become predominantly in life, some may be Artha, some may be Jignasu, some may be Artharthi, some may be Jnana. Predominantly. All others will come and go till I settle myself in pure wisdom, like Tapon Maharaj, like Ramana Maharshi. They want what? Nothing other than Brahman. पटावा कपड़ा कोई दिक्कत नहीं, एक दिन खाना नहीं मिला, कल का रोटी, परसों की सब्जी, एक हफ्ते पहले के अचार, साहब चटनी, कोई बात नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं, पानी पी लिया, ठीक, दैट्स द पर्पस ऑफ लाइफ. अरे मौत का समय आ गया, मरने वाला वो, लेट इट गो, बॉडी एनीवे इट फॉल्स डाउन. So they are not pressing this kind of distress button, running after wealth or jignasu. No, they want to establish in that jnani. What is the jnanam? That I am eternally united already with the Lord. I want to be there, rooted there only. I don't want to come out of that state. I want there. I am there already, but I want to be conscious of it. So I want nothing. I am neither Artha nor Jignasu nor Artharthi. That state is final attempt, final goal should be ours. That Bhagavan Krishna only explains. This we will take up the next class. So today we have spent a lot of time on this, devotees and what is the meaning of prayer. And why should we pray? Why should we go to God for everything? And what do we mean by all these things? And what are that, under what category we come across? We come under. All these things we have seen today. So I conclude here for today. Next class we will see from 17th verse. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. Thank you all. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.
Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you for the class. And those who are attending the Vedanta class on Sunday, we'll meet you again tomorrow, same time, 10 o'clock. Till then, thank you so much. Thank you, Swamiji, once again. Pranams and Hari Om. Hari Om to everybody. Bhavana, we can close the session, beta.
Yes, ma'am.